Alright, so boom, this got to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen and heard about in my life. Evidently, there was a flight that was supposed to depart from Atlanta, Georgia to go to Barcelona, Spain, and somebody had diarrhea all the way through the plane.
Negative, it's just a biohazard issue. We've had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so they want us to come back to Atlanta.
What kind of demon was on this flight? Look at the shit all through the aisle. Whether it was a dude or a lady, they must have been shitting from row 1 to
27.
I'd also love to know, when did he identify that he had diarrhea? Was it prior to the flight, or was he surprised on the flight? He must have sat down in the lavatory like,
I'm gonna fart.
I couldn't hear over the sound of me shitting myself.
So how long did it smell like shit on this plane? Because the flight attendants apparently tried to put down some sort of vanilla scented disinfectant, and all it did was make the shit smell like vanilla shit. So did this diarrhea happen 1 hour into the flight? Therefore, flying 2 hours away from Atlanta and then flying 2 hours back, it smelled like shit for 3 hours. It's a damn biohazard up there.
Something stinks in here.
moreover, was he shitting himself as he walked down the aisle? Buddy had poop slipping out the boot cut of his jeans. Buddy must have been running up and down to the lavatory as his bowels was talking to him like,
let's go, doodle man. Fuck you think you talking to like that?
I know that plane had to be smelling crazy, and if he was able to cover up
27.
rows with shit, what did the bathroom look like?
That shit stank, don't it? Ugh.
Could you imagine working incredibly hard through the winter, then grinding through the spring and the summer, taking overtime to boot, only to try to enjoy the remaining 3 weeks of the season abroad in Spain, in Barcelona, only to have that prolonged, delayed because a passenger got the mud butt, got explosive diarrhea, looking like Randy Marsh straight out of South Park.
Oh, you stink! Let me just get that out the way. You stink.
Could you imagine you trying to go to sleep and Mr. Hanky all over the goddamn aisle? The damn steward is trying to make their way down the aisle to deliver all kinds of beverages and snacks, but it appears that shit is on the menu.
When I was 20, I used to be a cabin cleaner when I worked at the airport. Ain't no way I wouldn't have resigned the moment I stepped on the aircraft. And don't let me had seen the culprit while I was on the flight getting ready to clean. I would have been like,
I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
Somebody getting taken to Suplex City. Actually, I take that back, because the suplex is way too much close contact. The diarrhea actually to be super effective against you. You need some sort of distance kind of move. Perhaps a sweet chin music, a flying clothesline. Maybe pick up a brick and throw it. One way or another, you don't want to get too close to the perpetrator whose ass was dropping bombs all over Baghdad.
who knew on an international trip you could take a brown eye flight? When they said shit happens, this is not what they meant. Football season just began, and this person tried to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Had the whole flight feeling like they were surviving the Gaza Strip, looking like that scene from that terrible Big Show movie.
I'm sorry.
What I really want to know was, what did this passenger eat before they got aboard the plane? Did you spend a week in Taco Bell and Chipotle? What the hell was you eating to where you had diarrhea all the way through the plane?
Rumor has it, it stunk so bad they had to wash the exterior of the Airbus.
This motherfucker needs to be dealt with. There's only one person to take him to the shadow realm. Chris!
Here comes the United States champion, Chris Benoit.
And it's rather ironic that the flight number for this particular flight from Atlanta, of all places, was DL 194. If that ain't art imitating life, I don't know what is. Perhaps what triggered the diarrhea? Maybe something went up the poop chute before the poop could leave from the poop chute, if you know what I'm saying.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh? Oh my god.